What's up YouTube, it's Elijah1Dream and we're back again with another NBA 2K26 center build video. And in today's video, we are going to be making one of the most underrated and underappreciated centers to ever play the game of basketball. We are talking about the one and only chairman of the boards, Moses Malone. Now Moses really does not get talked about enough. This dude was an absolute beast. A three-time MVP, the only MVP to win back-to-back MVPs on two different teams. One year with the Houston Rockets and then the next year with the Philadelphia 76ers. He's also a Hall of Famer, 13-time All-Star, 6-time rebounding champion, 8-time All-NBA, 83 NBA champion and Finals MVP, 2-time All-Defensive, and part of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. And Moses was a freaking monster. He's known as one of the best offensive rebounders to ever play the game, hence the name chairman of the boards. In his best rebounding season, he averaged 17 points per game, and in his best scoring season, he averaged 31 points per game, which is one of the years when he won MVP. Now, averaging 30 points per game as a center, it does not happen very often, and also being able to average 17 rebounds per game one year is freaking nuts. You don't see any numbers like that nearly at all. Moses does not get talked about enough. He's only 6'10". It's not like he's a 7'2", 7'3" monster out there grabbing rebounds and just having a huge size advantage over his motor, his work rate. He was a freaking monster on the glass. A lot of his points coming from inside the paint. We tried our best to replicate Moses Malone. It's really hard because in order to have 17 rebounds per game and to have a 31 points per game, you got to load up on that offense, that rebounding, and of course 2-time All-Defensive, so he has great defense as well. Unfortunately, we had to sacrifice in some areas, so again, you guys will see. But his career averages 20 points per game, 12 rebounds, and 1.3 assists per game. And I think it's a testament to how good he was, winning MVPs, 2 of them when Bird and Magic were both in the league. So you're winning MVP over Magic Johnson and Larry Bird. I think that's a testament to how good Moses Malone was. I don't think he gets nearly talked about enough. I do like to make a build every once in a while of his just to get his name out there again, get him some more exposure, put some people onto Moses Malone because a lot of people have forgotten about Moses. So I'm a big fan of Moses Malone. I made his replica build a few years ago when they did replica names, chairman of the boards. I don't believe I made a Moses Malone build last year, but I thought this year would be a fun year to bring him back. So let's get into this build video. So like I mentioned, Moses in his best scoring season averaged 31 points per game, and this is 70s and 80s ball, so it is a lot of inside scoring, post control, that kind of thing. Of course, post fades, post hooks. He had a great touch around the rim. Now currently I have a 77.3. I just hit starter 5 last weekend, and this build has been crazy. I've been averaging 17-18 points per game and about 70% from the field without shooting a 3. So I was like, man, if I can add a 3 ball to this would actually make it insane. Now I need one more cap breaker and I can get an 82 3 ball, and that would give me sharpshooting takeover on this build. So before last weekend, I actually didn't have a 3 ball on this. It was at 50, but I just thought adding a 3 ball to this build would make it even more deadly. Now honestly, I might even end up remaking this build, but not necessarily as a Moses Malone build, just because like the finishing like this, and if you do add a 3 ball to it with the physicals and the rebounding, I think you could get something really crazy. He does have a 7'2" wingspan. I always go and look at the My Team cards to get a gauge of their wingspan. They usually are pretty accurate with what type of wingspan that NBA player had. So they do list him as a 7'2" wingspan, so I decided to go with that. But again, if I want to drop the wingspan a little bit more, I can get some more shooting, I get some more post badges, post fade phenom, whatever it might be. Or if I want to max out my wingspan, I can get a little bit more rebounding, I can get a little bit more finishing, that kind of thing. So I kind of want to remake this and tweak it a little bit because I did make this specifically as a Moses Malone build. And when you do make this in the builder, Moses Malone is one of your comparisons as well. So 92 close shot, that's going to get us gold paint prodigy. And if you want to use a takeover to get +7 to close shot, you can get a 99 close shot. You can max +2 it as well to get legend paint prodigy. I still need 2 cap breakers, and then we can also get a 93 driving layup for gold layup mixmaster, which would be really nice as well. 75 driving dunk and a 90 standing dunk for elite big man contacts in the Victor Wembanyama dunk package. 90 post control. Again, most of Moses's points came within the paint. Great post scorer as well. He had a nice little post hook and post fade. And again, 85 midi, shoot those middies. This is a 70s and 80s build, so he wasn't really stepping out to the 3-point line, but I did recently just give him the 3-ball like I just explained. 68 free throw, that's going to let you knock down free throws fairly decently. Now Moses only averaged 1.3 assists per game, so I had to sacrifice something, and as you see, the defense isn't really where it should be with Moses Malone either. But again, to get that offense that I really wanted, I had to sacrifice a little bit of the defense. I had to sacrifice some of the pass act. But again, remaking this build, I would love to get some more ball handle and some more speed with ball on this build as well too. Get lightning launch, a few better dribble moves, that whole kind of works. You can sauce up and have fun. And again, like I mentioned, we had to sacrifice the defense a little bit, so you can still get some stops in the paint, 74 interior and a 74 block. You at least get bronze paint patroller. Sometimes it plays a little bit soft in the paint. It can be tough against 7'4"s if you get matched up against them and they have like a 92 close shot, whatever it might be, or a 90 standing dunk. It can be tough at times, but you do have a 91 strength and a decent frame, so it does help out a little bit. But the most frustrating thing is just a lateral move. Having a 40 perimeter defense and 55 agility, you feel really slow moving around the court on defense, and if you get matched up against a 6'9" or 6'10", or if you get put at the 4 position with this build, which does happen at times in random rec, you're gonna get blown by, and it can be a little bit tough to guard some people at times. So again, if you do make this build, just be aware the defense can be a little bit spotty at times, but you can definitely make it work. And of course, we need a 99 offensive rebound. Moses is one of the best offensive rebounders to ever play the game, so it's only right that we get a 99 offensive rebound, and I gave him an 85 defensive rebound as well. Even then, you'd probably even go with like a 99 on this category as well too, or if you want to get up to like a 90 or 91 and add a takeover to it or something like that, you can do that as well. Physicals are decent as well. 70 speed, it's not the greatest for a 6'10", that's for sure, but a 91 strength and an 88 vertical, combine that with a 99 offensive rebound, it can be extremely nice. Beautiful box outs, you get nice athleticism, jumping through the air, grabbing boards, whatever it might be. So like I mentioned, that 55 agility, it can be a little bit frustrating at times with that 40 perimeter defense, but still decent enough physicals, and it mixes nice well with the rebounding and everything. So this is the 6'10" Moses Malone build. And for my badge setup, we currently have legend physical finisher. We have that 90 driving layup and a 91 strength. I thought I'd try it out, give it a go, and you can get some really nasty animations with it. I also put on gold off-ball pest, which is usually bronze, but due to having some low defense, I figured we could bump this up with a 91 strength. We can stop some cutters getting to the rim, stop some back doors, whatever it might be, get bumpy and pushy with them, and hopefully stop some nice cuts. Also max +1, my set shot specialist and shifty shooter. We also get legend float game and paint prodigy and hall of fame. And my takeover surge, I went with rise up and layup mix master. But you guys can play around with it. If you like different badges in here, you can definitely play around with it and put in there what you like. Build specialization is finishing. I have finishing specialization on almost all of my builds, I think only except for 2. And we're almost getting to the end of our finishing specialization. This one's taking me a little bit, getting 100 games with 6 or more shots made in the paint. I might just have to go to the Street Kings and grind it out for a day or something like that and get these 100 wins. Then I can get my max +1 and some archetype finishing names. The 1000 and 2000 close range shots, that should come fairly decently. I don't think it'll take me too long to do that, but again, we're gonna get that extra cow breaker and our max +2 as well. Turn our builds into even more something crazy. In the best takeovers, I was just playing around here, speed with ball, to get an 80 speed with ball with that driving layup. That could be something really nice. Nothing too crazy with dribble moves, but again, getting some more momentum towards the rim always helps. I did close shot, mid-range, and driving layup. You get +7, so there's your 99 close shot, a 92 midi, and a 98 driving layup with paint surge and takeover. That could be extremely nasty, and you can get some really nice clips with it as well. Same thing, close shot, driving layup, and speed with ball, all +7. Get a little bit more get a little bit more momentum towards the rim, almost a 99 driving layup, and you also got legend physical finisher mixed in with it. You can finish some really crazy layups. And of course, I always love my physical takeovers. If you want to use jet, get 76 speed, 61 agility, and a 94 vertical, get even more rebounds. And of course, at 6'10", like I mentioned, a 70 speed isn't really crazy, so more speed on this build definitely would help. And for our animations, we'll get into the jump shot afterwards. My free throw, this is a starter for animation, is who needs 2 hands. I find it fairly easy to green, and it's kind of funny to see it actually be useful in the game as well. Go-to shots, Julius Randle. I have no idea if this is actually a good go-to shot or not. Dribble pull-ups normal too, spin jumpers normal, hop jumpers normal, dunk styles we'll get into afterwards as well. Layup is Giannis, reverse is Zion Williamson, Bam Adebayo floater, quick scoops default big, Giannis Euro step, hop step, and spin. Then we got Kevin Durant post fade, Joel Embiid post hook, post hop shots normal. Our go-to post shot is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and our motion style is bowl. And of course, we don't have any pass accuracy, so we can't get any pass styles. Our dribble style is Giannis, and then all of our other dribble moves are normal. And for the jump shot, going back to old reliable Jonathan Isaac base, Baluba release 1, Jaren Jackson release 2, 90% on Baluba, 10% in Jaren Jackson Jr., 100% speed, and that gives you 3 A+s in height, speed, and defensive immunity, but you get an F on timing stability, but I haven't really found that timing stability to be much of a difference. I can still green this jump shot no problem. Even with the lower rating and everything like that, I still find it fairly easy enough to green. But again, find whatever jump shot base works for you, whatever releases works for you as well. I find jump shots are different for everybody. There's been some bases in previous years that I just could not get down, but everybody else loved them and they were greening no problem. Find what's natural to you, find what fits you. If it works, stick to it. Dunk packages, nothing really too crazy here. We have a rim grazer, we got a few hangs, windmill in there as well, a few reverses, a few basics, athletic, double clutches, tomahawks, same thing, rim grazer, got a few hangs in there, a couple basics, reverses, tomahawk, double clutch, and athletic. And for standing dunks, you can throw all of them on, both regulars, rim pulls, athletics, elite standing bigs, and pro standing bigs. Signature dunks, we got Giannis, KG, Shaquille O'Neal, Ben Simmons, Kat, Wemby, Karl Malone, Dwight Howard, Demanthus Sabonis, and Amari Stoudemire. And last but not least, for our alley-oops, we have pro Anthony Davis. We got on our flashy park or city alley-oops right there, and of course our big contact alley-oop dunks as well. So there we have it. Now that I've showed you guys how to make this build, the best badges, animations, takeovers, jump shots, and dunk packages, all we have left to do is to get into this rec center gameplay. All right, so here we've got a 42.5 rebound, 3 assist, and 2 steal gameplay on 21 of 28 from the field. And our matchup in this gameplay is a 7'4" two-way stretch rise and cleaner, averaging 9, 17, and 7. Now, clearly my opponent is on a fresh build. I'm also on a fresh build. This wasn't too long after I made this build. As you can see, I'm a starter 2 in this gameplay. And when I did the earlier intro, I am a starter 5. So this gameplay is a little bit old. This is back when I first made the build. I've been sitting on it for a little bit. Just wanted to drop some of the other builds first, but I really do like this Moses Malone build. And like I mentioned, I am going to be remaking this build, but not necessarily towards like a Moses Malone type build. But again, the mid-range on this build is extremely fun. And if you want to use the takeovers like I'm using in the gameplay here or that I showed earlier, where you can get up to a 92 midi and a 98 driving layup, even like a 72 speed with ball, everything like that, it can be really, really nasty. And again, I only have Hall of Fame physical finisher in this gameplay, but like I mentioned, I was trying legend physical finisher. You can get some really nice animations, so I think it'd be really fun to make a build like this, maybe a little bit more optimal with a little bit more wingspan. But still, this build, I was very pleasantly surprised with it, as usually most of my builds. But still, 17 to 18 points per game I've been averaging on 70% from the field without shooting a 3-ball. So it just shows, if you guys are smart, you play to your advantages, you can still make anything work. Now, with this build, please do not take this build and just sit on the low block every single possession. What you want to do, sit out in the middies like this, just where I shot this 3-ball deep midi from. That's where you can spot up. You can still spot up just inside the 3-point line. You can still space the floor a little bit for your teammates, and then you can crash and get some rebounds. But this year, I'm not sure how I feel about the rebounding. I don't know if I'm just not a good rebounder this year, but I don't remember the last time I've gotten like 20 rebounds in a game. I'll even get position on a build like this as well too, with a 99 offensive rebound. I box him out and I jump, and then I don't get the rebound. I don't know. Sometimes the rebounding has been a little bit frustrating to me. I don't know if there's like an algorithm that's been spreading out the rebounds a little bit more or something like that. But 25 pass accuracy, that's what I'm talking about. You can still make some pretty nasty passes with that 25 pass ac, but again, of course, it's not optimal. You are going to throw turnovers, you're going to throw bad passes. Again, use your IQ, use your smarts, make sure who you're passing to is wide open, just like that, and you can still get some nice pass animations and everything else like that. But in this gameplay, I only get 5 rebounds, but when you're matched up against a 7'4", it can make it a little bit tougher. So I also wonder if maybe that's a part of the reason why I feel like I'm not rebounding nearly as well this year. Everybody's on a 7'4" with an 89 3-ball, and if you don't play them, they're gonna shoot over you, and it takes a while to crash on the 3-point line to get all the way back down to underneath the rim and grab one of those rebounds, where one of your teammates in the power forward, small forward, maybe they're guarding the corner or guarding somewhere else or guarding a cut, they're already down there getting a rebound. But I don't know. Rebounding is a little bit weird to me this year, but it might just be. Let me know in the comments if you guys have been feeling a little bit different with rebounding. Maybe it's just me, but I don't know. I have a 7'2" with a 99 rebound, even a 7'3" with a 99 defensive rebound, and sometimes it's just a little bit underwhelming. But this year, especially with the offensive rebound, I don't think it's as good as what it used to be, especially in the last few years. Now, before, you would play great defense and the offensive person seemed to always get the ball, so I am glad that that's not really in the game anymore, so you do get rewarded for those defensive possessions. But it still seems like, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, I don't really know how to put it into words, but I just feel like the rebounding is a little bit different this year. Maybe it's because of that green light rebounding system. I haven't really noticed it, to be honest. I don't even know if I have it turned on, so I can't really read my feedback, but I don't know. That's just kind of been my thoughts on the rebounding this year. I don't really know if it's worth it to go with a 99 rebound. You could just go like a 96 or like a 92, max plus 2 or max plus 1, and if you want to use a takeover, you can get up to a 99 that way. I wonder if it's a little bit better that way, so you can save some of your attribute points and spread it elsewhere, but I don't know. But regardless, I still really enjoyed this build. I'm looking forward to remaking this in a little bit of a different way. Again, nice little crisp pass right there, and once you're in two-way, you can throw some really nice passes as well. But this is going to conclude the gameplay right here. 42 points with Moses Malone. Absolutely love this build. Like I mentioned earlier, it's not going to be for everyone, that's for sure, but I did enjoy making this build, and I enjoyed bringing different players and different unique aspects and play styles to you guys to show you guys what you can do in this game. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you drop a like, hit that sub if you're new. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace. Shitty catch animation. Yes, sir.